But first tonight, once again, the issue of immigration getting attention in our community, this time for racist signs that went up briefly in Denver targeting immigrants, black people, and presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Thanks so much for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5 this Thursday. I'm Jason Grenauer. The signs were spotted at multiple intersections in Denver today. They were quickly taken down. Denver 7's Christian Lopez has much more.
This is where a bus driver spotted the first sign early Thursday morning on Colfax in Oneida. A few more were then found at other RTD stops along this street.
It's upsetting, but it's not surprising.
Nothing would seem out of the ordinary driving along Colfax Thursday afternoon. But earlier in the morning, these signs probably would have caught your attention.
To see folks participate in that kind of behavior is just really sad.
Signs that were offensive towards the black community and new immigrants.
It's the conversation going around about Venezuelans taking over apartment buildings, right? It's complete, sheer and utter nonsense, but it's fear-mongering.
Also criticizing Vice President and presidential candidate Kamala Harris.
When you have a black woman who's running for elected office, one of the highest elected offices in the country, you aren't surprised about the uptick in racism, sexism, etc.
Denver City Councilwoman Chantel Lewis says the signs were taken down immediately, adding that Denver wasn't the only city where this happened.
We've connected with folks in New York and in Chicago. So it's a coordinated effort, which I think is why I want to make sure we really talk about this, right? Because it's not an isolated incident. It's a coordinated effort. They're expensive signs that are being put in, so folks are putting in a great deal of money to be able to spread this kind of hate and bigotry.
RTD sent us a statement saying, in part, it strongly condemns the hateful, discriminatory message portrayed by the signs, telling us they're working with local agencies to keep an eye out for more and take them down.
And I think we need to send a message to help folks understand that we are not going to sweep it under the rug. We will not be silent about it, and we will continue to fight back against bigotry, racism, sexism, and poor behavior.
RTD says it is working closely with the Denver Police Department to try to find whoever posted these signs. They're asking anyone who may have noticed suspicious activity at these bus stops in the early morning hours to reach out to them. In Denver, I'm Christian Lopez, Denver 7.
Now, Denver 7 has also confirmed with Denver Police that there is a page on Instagram that appears to be showing off photos of the racist signs. It has other antagonistic posts as well. Police say they know about that page and they are gathering information. Denver Mayor Mike Johnston sharing disgust at those signs. He wrote on X, formerly known as Twitter, "I am aware of the shameful signs found around our city. This type of abhorrent and racist behavior is not welcome here," adding in part that Denver is a welcoming and inclusive city. Well, going in depth tonight, immigration has been a major issue nationwide. At times in the past year, it's even polled as the top issue for voters in the upcoming election. The heightened attention started more than a year ago when thousands of immigrants who came across the southern border were bussed into cities like Denver, Chicago, and New York. At first, it was a political play by governors like Greg Abbott in Texas, targeting what critics call sanctuary cities. But local governments in border communities, overwhelmed by the arrival of so many people, also started to send immigrants to other cities. Now, since December of 2022, the city and county of Denver says they have supported more than 42,000 immigrants from the southern border. As of last month, Denver officials estimate the cost of doing all of that $72 million, with about $19 million being covered or reimbursed by the federal government. Well, law enforcement comments on the presence of a Venezuelan gang in the Denver metro continue to come in. Earlier today, Denver 7 Investigates received a statement from Homeland Security Investigations that reads in part, HSI is aware of recent violent crime and arrests in Colorado involving individuals allegedly associated with the Tren de Aragua gang and continues to assess emerging trends. Now, one Aurora City Council member speaking up as the city is making national headlines for this alleged gang activity.
When I'm hearing from friends and family from across the country about what's going on in Aurora, that concerns me, and that makes me sad. I don't think it's reflective of what the real Aurora is, and I wish the people that were saying things that I don't believe to be true would not do that anymore.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, investigative reporter Natalie Chuck goes to the neighborhood to hear concerns firsthand.